Hello viewers, hope you practice lesson 1 and lesson 2 very well in Guitar Learning Made Easy. Today I am going to take lesson 3. As I have already informed you, in this class I am going to teach you about the chords. What is a chord? Chord is a combination of two or more individual notes which harmonizes together is called a chord. There are different type of chords. They are major, minor and seventh or the basic chords. Today I am going to teach you to play the chord D. This chord is called D major, and every chord will have its own relative chords. So for a D major chord, there are relative chords of G major, A7 and B minor. Now listen carefully how to play the chord of D, or in other words, D major. D major, you have to hold the third string second fret with your index finger and the D note which is available on the second string, third fret with your ring finger, and the F sharp in the first string, that is in the second fret of the first string is an F sharp, you have to hold with the middle finger. If you hold like this, it will be perfect to get the sound from the guitar. Once again I will repeat. Third string, second fret with your index finger or pointer. Then the ring finger holds the second string, third fret, and your middle finger holds the first string, second fret. The notes are A, D, F sharp. A, D, F sharp makes a chord of D major. Remember that. You have to play it together. You have to hold it together firmly and strum the guitar from the fourth string. What's the name of the fourth string? It's again a D. So along with the fourth string open, you have to play all the four strings downstroke. This is how you get a D major. From the fourth string, you play again together. And also keep in mind that when you hold the strings, you have to be careful that it should be curved like this, so that the tip of your finger only touch the strings, and you have to adjust the finger as per the fret area is available, so that you don't touch the neighboring strings. Now I am doing this way, so I am not touching the neighboring strings, so I am getting all individual sounds clearly. If you touch the neighboring strings, the sound will be like this. So keeping that in your mind, tip of your finger, curve it and give a lot of pressure and hold the D major. Now, every chord will have its own relative chords. There will be one major relative chord, one seventh relative chord and one minor relative chord. With all these four chords, you can play a lot of songs. You can play the accompaniment or you can play the chords for the song. So what I am going to teach you now, the relative chords of D major. So now D major and its relatives. As I have already told you earlier, the next relative chord is a G major. How to hold a G major? Watch carefully. We are going to use all the 6 strings. For a beginner, a G major will be easier the way I am going to teach you right now. There are different ways you can hold a G major. Once you are comfortable with the basic pattern, then you can try the other G major chords. So I'm going to teach you now G major. Again, with all these 3 fingers, you are going to use the middle finger to go on top to the lowest string, E. That means the 6th string, 3rd fret is a G. The 6th string open is an E. We are not going to play that. We are going to play the 3rd fret of the 6th string. It's a G with your middle finger. Then the 5th string, 2nd fret is a B with your index. And the 1st string, 3rd fret is again a G. Let me repeat it again. 6th string, 3rd fret is a G note. You play with your middle finger. 5th string, 2nd fret is a B note. You play with your pointer or index. And again, the 1st string, 3rd fret is a G. You play with your ring finger. So when you play those all 6 strings together, you get the chord of G major. You are holding only 3 strings, that is the 6th, 5th and the 1st. But the 4th, 3rd and 2nd, the open notes should also sound. They are the octaves of the notes which you are holding. 4th is D, 3rd is G and 2nd is B. D you are not holding right now in this pattern, but the later pattern you may hold it with your ring finger like this and small finger like this. So they are the repetitions of the notes what you are holding right now. Now you are holding only G, B and G again. You are not holding a D. But still you play the 4th string open, 2nd string and 3rd string opens. This is the G major. This is the relative chord of D major. The next relative chord is an A7th. An A7th, this is the way you have to hold an A7th, okay? See the 2nd fret. In the 2nd fret, place your pointer or index finger flat, not like before, like you hold it with the tip of your fingers. You just put it flat, crossed. Not like this straight, crossed like this. Let it be flat. And you hold all the 4 strings. Give a lot of pressure. The notes what you are holding, I will tell you. If you don't remember the name of the notes, don't worry. But this is the pattern. 4th string, 2nd fret is an E. 3rd string, 2nd fret is an A. 2nd string, 2nd fret is a C sharp. These are the 3 you have to hold, but obviously you will be holding the 1st string also. Don't worry about it, because you will hold like this, the 3, and you will hold 3rd string, 1st string, 3rd fret, a G with your ring finger. The middle finger stays like this, nothing wrong. So only you are going to play with your index finger placed on the 2nd fret crossed, holding 3 strings, 4th, 3rd and 2nd, and with a G, 1st string, 3rd fret. The 5th string name is what? Obviously you will be knowing it, it's an A. So you can add that A also along with this chord, A7th, and you can play. When you start practicing, you may not get the sound properly because this is a different pattern, like flat. So give it a lot of pressure, and you can play an A7th like this. Then the next relative chord is a minor. Minor is a little difficult chord what I'm going to teach you now. Initially, if you can practice, you practice, or you can introduce this minor later after you practice the basic exercises what I've given you. Once your left and right hand get set on the instrument, then you can try difficult chords like B minor. B minor is a little difficult. I'm going to teach you now the B minor, how to hold it. Fourth string, fourth fret is called an F sharp. I'm going to hold with the ring finger. Now I'm going to introduce the little finger to hold the third string, fourth fret, which is called a B note. Then second string, third fret, you know it's a D note. I'm going to hold it with the middle finger, then an index will hold the first string, second fret, F sharp. So the notes what you're holding are F sharp, fourth string, fourth fret, then B, third string, fourth fret, D, second string, third fret, and F sharp, first string, second fret. And you have to play only those four strings and do not play the fifth and sixth string. This is called a B minor. So now we have completed the group of chords, like family chords of D. The relative chords of D major are, this is D major, this is G major, this is an A seventh, and this is a B minor. So you have to practice regularly these chords. In the same pattern, like you can play with 4x4 time signature, 4 counts of D major, 2 bars, that is 8 counts, then G major 2 bars, A seventh 2 bars, and initially if you don't get B minor, you can come back to D major. So you can use only 3 chords, D, G, A7 and come back to D. Later you can add B minor also. Like how I'm going to demonstrate right now, playing D major, 2 bars, 4x4. So 4x4 means 4 counts are there. So all down stroke. This is 1 bar. I'm going to do twice for you to get the benefit of getting used to the chord. If you want still more to do, you can take 4 bars also, you can practice 1 chord and then change over to the other chords. Once you learn to play and when you get the proper sound, then we can introduce the songs to the D major chords. Let me do the demonstration of 4x4, 2 bars each chord. Now I'm going to introduce B minor also along with this set. So these are the chords which you have to practice regularly for this week. I think you are practicing lesson 1 and lesson 2 properly, the left and right hand exercises regularly. Along with lesson 3 of playing the chords, you practice those previous lessons, what I have taught you. So that by next class or in the next lesson, we will introduce some songs to this set of chords. Hope you enjoyed this session. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe.